Folks, we've got the G1 Protectobots, further fulfilling that universal constant that if there is money, Toyfu will find a way to get it from me. What a wonderful organisation, honestly. So, these rescue bots, they came out in 1986. Each one of them's got a distinct emergency vehicle mode. And look at all the stuff they come with. You can stick some of the weapons on top of them because, everyone loves to see an ambulance come towards them with a huge cannon on top. It's very reassuring. Honestly, there's so much stuff here that you can just sprinkle on your bolognese or lose down the toilet. First up is First Aid. That's a wee fella that I actually had as a child, and he turns into a fun, squat little ambulance that transforms in like 3 moves into this. And I'd say it's probably the most pleasing of all the robot modes, for the little guys anyway. Look at his wee head, it's adorable. Trying to separate him from nostalgia is nigh on impossible, but he is my favourite of the bunch. Next up we've got Groove, and he's here to remind you that even big guys need motorcycles. In terms of scaling with other vehicles, he's way too big, and he feels weird. Maybe it's the unique nature of the vehicle, but it doesn't feel like the rest of the team. I do like those chrome engine arms though, and at least he does stand out. One thing I do like is how the seats become the feets. Ingenious. Now, I am a sucker for a helicopter, and Blades is a great representation. He's got really decent proportions, and the transformation is thankfully simple, so I can do it. Everything tabs into place really satisfyingly, and I love that blue face, contrasts so well with the rest of him. I'd say he's a close second to First Aid in terms of being fun to fiddle with, plus he actually keeps his vehicle mode guns on his legs, so there's much less chance I'm going to inhale them in my sleep. Run, it's the Polis! Streetwise may look like a bit of a bastard who'd be nothing without that badge, but there's no denying that he's a sleek wee motor, and his transformation, just as kind of like Groove's, it doesn't really feel quite right. That middle section in particular, I feel all the time like, have I done this wrong? Actually, you know what, don't tell me, I don't care. Together they do form quite a handsome group, and I appreciate they're not all a uniform size either, but every single team needs a leader, and Hotspot is here to take that role. That bright baby blue, it works so well with the rest of the team. And on its own, there's so much detail to appreciate. Just look at how long this ladder is, and it goes up and down. The robot mode is exactly what you want. It's stoic, it's thick, it's elevated from the rest of the team. Hotspot's all of these things, and he's one of my all-time favourite toys. Seeing the Protectobots together with their big dad has got an undeniable energy about it. Their colour schemes work so well together, you get a sense of unity like they are a real team. The other great thing about Hotspot is he doesn't have a separate head for the combined mode. It's part of the ladder, so you can also have this big head mode, which was usually my preferred go-to mode when I was little. But then if you want to go back, just pull the big face, and there Hotspot is. There's a lot of other things you can do with Hotspot too, and by that I mean there are 2 things. First, there's the emergency carrier mode. Using some other parts you can make a little carrier, and you can plop down another bot to be taken away for repairs. How nice is that? The other thing is the repair bay mode, that I do eye with a bit more suspicion than the other modes. Those creepy little arms can be attached to Hotspot to give maintenance, as the instructions say, in quotes. So, fine, okay, if you say so. One thing I wasn't ready for is just how much I loved matching the Protectobots up with Metroplex. In city mode, they're perfectly sized for farting around the place. An actual helipad for Blades too. Plus you can connect the repair bay to it, which I really did scoff at the idea, but once they were connected, I immediately felt a burning need to own the other combiner teams to connect them to Metroplex. My brain is truly my own enemy, but that's not what you're here for, is it? You're here for this, the main event, the combined mode, and with the use of several additional parts, you can create Defensor. Look at how sturdy he is. He's a chunky boy who's unstoppable, he's logical, and he'll take you to hospital. Again, the colours here, they just shine. They work so well together. That blue pairs with the reds, whites and silvers, and it doesn't even feel patriotic despite all this, so I'm grateful for that. It just works, and while he can't do much in this mode, he's a fantastic display piece. But is he better than my all-time favourite combiner, Menasor? Yeah, he is. He just is better. Each individual member is so much more fun to play with. But ultimately, they're a great companion piece, and I'm sure they'll both go, whoa, hey.